Hello everyone. In this video we are going to discuss about equilibrium and Le Chatelier's principle. Now first of all, what do you mean by Le Chatelier's principle? This principle is named after the French chemist Henri Louis Le Chatelier. That is why it is called Le Chatelier's principle. It states that if a reaction at equilibrium is subjected to a change in parameters like temperature, inert gases, pressure or concentration of reactants and products, then the reaction equilibrium shifts in a direction in which the change is counteracted upon. Equilibrium actually depends upon the concentration of reactants and products, pressure and volume of the reaction mixture, temperature of the system, and the catalyst used in the reaction. Now let us try to understand the effect of concentration. To understand this, let us consider one reaction, that is the reaction between sulfur dioxide and oxygen to give sulfur trioxide. This double half added arrow shows the equilibrium condition. Now let us assume that the concentration of one of the reactant is increased. Then according to Le Chatelier's principle, any imposed change is counteracted so as to shift the direction of reaction to attain again equilibrium. So if we increase the concentration of sulfur dioxide, it means in the reaction mixture the concentration of sulfur dioxide is more than equilibrium concentration. Naturally, the increased concentration of sulfur dioxide will try to get reduced by changing the reaction either in the forward direction or in the backward direction. So in this case, sulfur dioxide concentration can be reduced if the reaction undergoes in the forward direction. If the reaction goes in the forward direction, that is the formation of sulfur trioxide is favored. It means if we increase the concentration of reactants, so according to Le Chatelier's principle, the increased concentration of reactants can be reduced if the reaction goes in the forward direction. Now, if the concentration of products is increased, let us take this case. If the concentration of products is decreased, then the decreased concentration of sulfur trioxide will try to get increased if sulfur dioxide and oxygen will combine together to form more concentration of sulfur trioxide, which is equal to equilibrium concentration of sulfur trioxide. That is, the reaction will move in the forward direction. If the concentration of reactants is decreased, then what will happen? The decreased concentration of reactants can be increased if sulfur trioxide goes in the backward direction to produce sulfur dioxide and oxygen. That is, the reaction will go in the backward direction to attain again the condition of or state of equilibrium. Now let us come to discuss the effect of pressure and volume. Effect of pressure. If we increase the pressure of the system, it means the number of moles per liter decreases. So according to Le Chatelier's principle, if we have imposed a change which increases the number of moles per unit volume, in the reaction mixture, then the equilibrium will shift in such a way so as to decrease the number of moles per unit volume. You can see here the number of moles on left hand side are 3, number of moles on right hand side are 2. So the reaction will move towards the lesser number of moles, that is more amount of sulfur trioxide will be formed. The reaction will move in the forward direction. Second case, when the pressure of system is decreased. Pressure of system is decreased or the volume of system increases. Pressure decreases means number of moles increases. Because the pressure is inversely proportional to volume. So the effect of volume will be inverse to that of effect of pressure. It means if pressure is increased, the reaction moves towards less moles and vice versa. Effect of catalyst on equilibrium. Catalyst is a substance that changes the rate of reaction. It can either decrease the rate of reaction or increase the rate of reaction without undergoing any quantitative change in itself. In a reversible reaction, a catalyst can increase the rate of forward reaction as well as the backward reaction. It means the ratio of reaction rates remains same. That is, the speed with which the forward reaction increases and the speed with which the backward reaction increases, that both are increased in the presence of catalyst. So the total effect of catalyst on equilibrium is nil. So there is no effect of catalyst on equilibrium state. Effect of temperature on equilibrium. Let us take the same problem. Let us assume that this reaction is endothermic reaction. It means the forward reaction is endothermic and the backward reaction is exothermic. Now case 1, when the temperature is increased. So as per the Le-Chatelier's principle, increased temperature will try to reduce by changing the direction, by changing the position of equilibrium. So how the temperature can be reduced? It can be reduced if the reaction moves towards the endothermic direction. That is, the reaction will move in the forward direction. Case 2, temperature is decreased. Now as per Le-Chatelier's principle, if we decrease the temperature, the equilibrium will move in such a direction so as to increase the temperature. And how the temperature can be increased? If the reaction moves towards the exothermic direction. And how it can move towards the exothermic direction? That is in the backward direction. Because backward direction reaction is exothermic in nature. There are two problems based on Le-Chatelier's principle. First is predict the conditions of concentration, pressure, temperature to get maximum yield of ammonia. How the yield of ammonia can be increased. Now we want to increase the concentration of ammonia. So ammonia concentration can be increased if we increase the concentration of nitrogen, increase concentration of hydrogen, should be increased so that the reaction can move in the forward direction. Now the effect of pressure, here the total moles are 4, total moles are 2. We have to shift the reaction in the forward direction so as to get maximum yield of ammonia. How it can be done? If we increase the pressure. Increase the pressure means we are increasing the number of moles per unit volume. So the equilibrium will shift in such a way to decrease the number of moles. And how the number of moles can be decreased? If the reaction moves in the forward direction. Similarly, temperature, the forward reaction is exothermic, backward reaction is endothermic. We have to move the reaction towards exothermic direction, that is, we have to decrease the temperature so as to get maximum yield of ammonia. Second problem, this reaction is exothermic, that is delta H for reaction is negative. If we decrease the temperature, then the equilibrium will shift in such a way to increase the temperature of the reaction mixture. And how the temperature can be increased? If the reaction moves in the forward direction. So that's all for this video. Have a good day.